I'm going to show you how to properly deploy your Firebase Cloud Functions. So the first thing you're going to do is you extract the file, the version 1.4. So you go into the 1.4 folder, search for the Cloud Function folder. Then you need to see a new owners, extract the file. Then you get on the folders Cloud Functions master. Now what you're going to do is you need to first open this file with in your terminal, or open with your VS Code, depending on the one you prefer. But in our case, we're going to open it with VS Code. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open a VS Code here. And I'm just going to drag the file into the VS Code. Alright. Now that we've opened the folder in VS Code, we've updated the documentation on how to upload the function to Firebase. So if you go to our documentation now, you can see that we made some little changes. So first of all, for you to do this, you need to know that you need the Node.js and VS Code and Firebase tools. So the first thing is that you can check out, if you don't have Node.js, you can check out how to install Node.js. On the documentation, we have a video tutorial for installing on Windows, Ubuntu, and macOS. Then we also have a section for installing the Firebase tools. It's as simple as running this command after installing your npm, your Node.js. So you just run an npm install -g, then Firebase tools. Now you go to the last step. So you can see for you to try this step, you need to make sure that Node.js npm and Firebase tools is properly installed on your system. So the first step here is open the Cloud Function folder on VS Code or terminal, just like we just did. Opening the folder on VS Code. Here you can see the folder is now open with VS Code. Now the next step is Firebase login. So you need to log in first. So what you do is to be able to upload the Cloud Function to Firebase, you need to log in first. So you need to run this command, Firebase login. All right. So with VS Code, there's a section below this for terminal. If you're not seeing this, hold on. You can you see the section here. You click on it, then you see the tab opening. Then you click on the terminal section. So the first thing we're going to do is run Firebase login. So this will automatically try to log Firebase onto the system. So first it's going to ask you if you will allow Firebase to take reporting information about how you use the tools. I'm going to say yes. So you can see automatically a browser is open with the login modal asking me to log into my Firebase account. So what I'm going to do is I'm selecting the first one, which is the account where I have the project I'm trying to upload to. So click on allow. Then you see Firebase CLI login successful. Now what you do is go back to your VS Code, and you can see you have successful login as the account is selected. Now with that done, the next thing we're going to do is select the Firebase project we are trying to upload to. So you see, after logging in, you need to specify which project Firebase should use. The first you can do is you go to your Firebase console to get the project ID. As you can see, you go to your console. So let's go to our console. So you go to your Firebase console, then you go to console. Then you select the Firebase project you want to upload to. Now you can go to, there are easy way to get this. You can actually get it from here. As you can see, project / this is the project ID, or you can go through the project settings. On the general tab, you have project ID. Okay, so we're just going to copy that. Now we'll go back to our Now we'll go back to our Firebase. Now note, after you copy that, you need to run, and you can see after getting the Firebase project ID, you need to run the following command. Firebase use, then you specify the project ID you just copied here. Okay, so in our case, it's going to be Firebase use, then I specify. As you can see, this is the exact project ID that we have here. So I just copied and pasted after writing the Firebase use. So I click on enter. Then you see Firebase now using the project. Then it will tell you the project ID you specified. So now the next thing you need to do, you need to initiate the function models. So in this case, you don't actually need to do previously you were asked to do the Firebase initiates Firestore, Firebase initiates cloud function, but you don't need to do that because the files is already there. So what you want to do is install the npm models for the function. So what you do is in your terminal, we want to run the command inside this folder. So what you just do is cd functions, exactly as it's written here, cd functions. So as you can see, we are now inside the functions folder. Now, while inside the functions folder, we need to run the npm install command. So we'll come and say npm install. So this is going to take some few seconds to install. Now, after installing, we want to go back to the root directory. So what we do is, you see, after npm finish installing all the required models or packages, you can then do the cdm back to the base function folder. So how do you do that? Is just cd dot dot cd dot dot. So as you can see, now we are back to the base folder. So at this point, the only thing that is left for us to do is just run Firebase deploy. So Firebase deploy. So it's going to take a couple of seconds, depending on your internet connectivity. So it's just going to try and install and upload the cloud functions. So once the cloud function is properly uploaded, that's all. You don't have any other thing to do. So I'm just going to pause the video and come back to when it's done. Okay, I actually don't need to pause it because it's supposed to take a few seconds or minutes. So I'm just going to wait. But I think it's taking longer than I expected. So I'm going to pause the video and come back when the upload is done. So after some few seconds, roughly about a minute, the upload is done. So you can see deploy completed, showing you confirmation that the deployment is complete. Alright, so it's as simple as that, uploading a cloud function.